Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next topic. So this topic is a types of analysis, guys. So in the last lecture, I forgot to say a small thing, guys. So I'll be continuing with that, and then we'll be moving on to the next topic. Okay? Yes. So the thing is, so whenever something is inside something, they will multiply, guys. So if you observe here, so this loop will run n times, right? And this loops will run n times. So one is inside other, right? So it becomes n into n. Got it? Yes, but this loop is separate and this big loop is separate, right? So at this time these two will add, guys. So if you want to find this whole function's time complexity, it will be addition, big O of n plus big O of n square. So in this way, got it? Yes. So if they are separate or if they are not one inside the other, it will be added. So if it is one inside the other, they will multiply. Got the logic, right? Yes. Okay. And one more thing is, so whenever you are doing a complexities, if the final result is in this way, so among n and n square, which is a maximum, guys, which is high, n square is high, right? Yes. So that is the reason why the final result will be n square only. So you can avoid these kind of constants or these kind of values because this is minimum, right? So in long run, this will be enough to showcase this, right? So in that way. Similarly, if it is having 3 into big O of n square, so even at this time, this 3 can also be avoided and you can write it big O of n square only. Got it? Yes. So these are some kind of small things which you should remember, guys. So anyway, while solving the problem, I'll be revising them anyway. So don't worry. Okay. Yes. So let us continue. Okay. So today's topic lecture is types of analysis, right? Yes. So in total, we are having 3 different cases, guys. So the first one is a worst case, like the bad case, and the second is the best case, and the third is the average case. Okay, so you might be asking me, among these 3, which is most used? So the worst case is used, guys. So few of you might be saying that why worst case is used. So let us take a small example, guys, first of all, before going through these 3 things. Okay, yes. So assume that you want to construct a house, guys. Okay, so assume that you want to construct a villa or an apartment or something. So I am giving some approximation values. I don't have any clear idea about how much it will cost or anything. Okay, yes. So assume that you went near a builder and he told that it will be around, so you told your budget is 15 lakhs. Okay, yes. So he told that it will take 10 lakhs minimum. So this is the minimum amount he told, and he told it will take 20 lakhs maximum. Okay, so this is the first builder, what he told. Okay, yes. So based on this, what you understood, guys, so it will take minimum 10 lakhs. Okay, so should you be ready with the minimum amount or the maximum amount, guys? Please answer me. Okay, yes. So you will be saying that, okay, so we should always be ready for the maximum things, right? So you will be saying that, okay, so we'll collect 20 lakhs and then we'll start the process, right? Yes. So why we are selecting the maximum amount? Because if you go with this minimum amount and there is some requirement in between, and if you need money, so you will not have money, right? Yes. So that is the reason why always you should follow the worst case based on the things, guys. Okay, yes. So based on your thing. It's not that you should take always worst case, but you should, based on your things, you should take the worst case. Okay, yes. So now you got an idea, right? So exactly what is worst case? So basically here the best case is nothing but 10 lakhs. So if it is a very minimum, is nothing but the best case. Okay, and the worst case is nothing but the highest case or the maximum case is 20 lakhs. And what is the average case, guys? In between, what is there? 15 lakhs. So this is nothing but the average case, best case, and worst case, guys. Got it? Yes. So I just introduced you the terminology. So now let us go through the theoretical part. Okay, yes. So what is a worst case analysis? Okay, so in the worst case analysis, we calculate the upper bound of a running time of an algorithm, guys. Anyway, we'll be discussing about asymptotic notations in the next lecture. At that time, you will have a clear idea about this upper bound, lower bound, and all those things. Okay, so don't get scared now. Okay, yes. Okay, so in the worst case analysis, we calculate upper bound on a running time of an algorithm. We calculate upper bound. Upper means, in simple words, a maximum, guys. Okay, so means you are calculating the maximum value, means 20 lakhs here. Okay, on a running time, so basically it might be big O of n square in that way. In terms of asymptotic notations, okay, of an algorithm, we must know the case that causes a maximum number of operations to be executed. Got it? Yes. So a simple example is a quicksort, guys. So if you don't have any idea about quicksort, anyway we'll be discussing those sorting methods with algorithms and examples, so don't worry. Okay, yes. So quicksort. So quicksort takes maximum time to sort an input array. So the maximum time it could take is big O of n square, guys. Okay, yes, you can just remember them for now. Anyway, we'll be discussing them in our lecture, so don't worry. Okay, yes. So the next type is nothing but best case. So what I told, best case means the minimum amount, right? So means it is lower bound, right? Yes. So in the best case analysis, we calculate the lower bound on running time of an algorithm. We must know the case that causes a minimum number of operations to be executed. So minimum time is the logic here. Got it? Yes. Okay. So what is the average case? So in average case analysis, we take all possible inputs and calculate computing time, okay, for all the inputs. Sum of the calculated values and divide it by the sum. So basically we are performing average, guys, in simple words. Got it? Yes. So now you got an idea, right? So what is exactly this average case, or best case and worst case, right? Yes. So in the next lecture, let us continue with asymptotic notations, guys. One of the most important concepts, guys, if you ask me. Because what is big O, what is omega, what is theta, all these things we'll be discussing in detail in our next lecture. Okay? Yes. So I hope I'll be meeting everyone back here. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.